Guys, we have two more examples, and the last two examples are both asking us to find the x and the y-intercept, okay? So to find the x-intercept, we will set y equals to 0. And that's very similar to finding the y-intercept, we would set x equals to 0. Okay, so let's work out 7. Find x-intercept first. We would say, okay, well, y has to equal to 0. So we're going to go to y equals, and we substitute in with 0. 1 over x minus 2 plus 5. You can compute this multiple ways. You can first find the LCD and multiply that to each and every term. And then you would need to state the restriction. In this case, we know that x can never, ever, ever be 2. Or you can even go and subtract 5 from both sides. Then you would have this if you subtract 5 from both sides. Okay, so that would be negative 5 equals to 1 minus 1 divided by x minus 2. Then here you can still multiply by the LCD. LCD then would be x minus 2, or you can cross multiply. Can you see that there's so many ways to compute or find the x-intercept? Now if you choose to do the multiplication of the LCD to both sides or cross multiply, guys, the answer will always be the same. Okay, let's stick with this one right here. We will simplify out the x minus 2, then distribute the negative 5, so that's going to be negative 5x plus 10 equals to 1. Then subtract 10 from both sides. That's going to be negative 5x equals negative 9. Divide both sides by negative 5. X is now positive 9 over 5. We would want to write this as an order pair, 9/5, comma 0. That's the x-intercept. Now y-intercept, students, we want to make x equals to 0. So that's y equals 1 divided by 0 minus 2 plus 5. Well, students, 0 minus 2 is going to be negative 2, so that's a negative half plus 5. Well, negative half plus 5, that's a positive 4.5. So box that up, 0 comma 4.5. Okay, you can always leave the answer in the simplest mixed or improper fractions, as long as, again, the keyword is simplest form. Okay, example 8. Very similarly, we are going to find the x-intercept first, and we will set y equals to 0. So that's 0 equals negative 3 over x minus 4. Remember, we want to state the restriction, so that way if we come up with x equals to 0, then we know, you know what, something's funky. Let's check out what happened. So again, I'm going to isolate the fraction by adding 4 to both sides. Or again, you can find the LCD and multiply to each and every term. So 4 equals negative 3 over x. Now again, the LCD would be x, okay? LCD would be x. And you can multiply that to both sides. Or you can just cross multiply and you get the same thing. Magic, right? Not really. It's called mathematics. All right. So 4x equals 3. Divide both sides by 4. X is going to come out to be negative 3/4. This is going to be your x-intercept. So negative 3/4, comma 0. Box that up. Y-intercept. Y-int. X is going to be 0. So y equals 3, negative 3 divided by 0 minus 4. Students, we have a problem, right? We can't, remember earlier we said x can't be 0, and here we are substituting 0 in the denominator. So in this case, that's not possible. So there's no y-intercept. So y-intercept would be NA. And student, that's the end of our 6.1.